Hello, my name is Jake. Your selfie got leaked. It's Swedish, and today I would like to talk to you guys about the Miyoo Mini Plus. This is my third time recording this video, by the way, so if I sound tired, I am. The Miyoo Mini Plus is a device that I've been hearing about for quite some time now, and honestly, I had mixed feelings on it. I figured it was probably a good device, but didn't own one myself, didn't really have an interest in one necessarily. But when you find one on AliExpress for $30, are you gonna say no to that? Yeah, I picked this thing up for 30 smackaroonies, took like 2.5, 3 weeks to come in from China. And I gotta say, I love this thing, dude. It's not overhyped. The hype on this device is 100% earned, and that's not due to the stock operating system on it. That is due to Onion OS. This device, if you guys have never heard of it, is pretty darn popular in the retro handheld gaming community, if you want to call it that. It's been around for some time now, and it's been pretty popular, and it's got a large community around it. So that community has gotten to work. They have upgraded the software, they've created all kinds of things for it. So Onion OS is a custom software for this device, and it's really good. It's pretty amazing what you can do with this thing. It really makes the device feel like an actual, legitimate, first-party device, like a Steam Deck or a Switch, or dare I say it, a PlayStation Portal, the gold standard of them. What's pretty cool about this is that it's got this little button in the middle of the screen, right? And that's kind of you're accessing the Onion OS menu. So when you go into there, it pauses the emulation on the current game that you're playing, and then you can kind of switch between games. And I don't know, I've never seen anything like it on a device. And so it's just so interesting and cool and freeing to be able to just say, okay, yeah, I've been enjoying Dragon Quest Monsters, but I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna switch over to some Legend of Zelda. Or maybe I'll play a little Metroid Zero Dawn. You know what I mean? Like, you just pause and you play whatever. Metroid Zero Dawn. That's a new one, isn't it? It's crossover with Sony. So I found the software aspect of this device to be pretty great. I would say that, like, you know, also the home screen that comes with Onion OS looks nice. It kind of just simplifies things, right? Like, you've got your settings, you've got your games, you've got your apps. What else do you need? And then from anywhere, when you're on that main screen, if you just press the middle button on the device, it takes you right back into that kind of gaming pause emulation screen. You can get right back into it. And also, this can switch between emulators. Like I said before, I was playing Dragon Quest Monsters on the Gameboy Color, and then I can switch right over to a Gameboy Advance game with no issue. I mean, that's just that's really sick. I love the look of this device, which is funny because that was kind of one of the things that was holding me back originally about this device in general. It's just, I think it's a little bit boring at first. It just kind of looks like a Game Boy, you know what I mean? Like, not exactly, but not far off. But everything from like the size, the feel, the clickiness of the buttons, the triggers on the back, everything is just like chef's kiss. Everything feels perfect to my standards. What's really cool about it is that for the most part, I've just been playing this device one-handed. Like, it's like so small that my big man hands can just pop over to over there, and then I'm over here. I've seen other YouTubers saying the same thing, and yeah, it's true. It's a really comfortable way to actually play this device, is to just one-handed, which is perfect for RPGs, which I would say that this is an old school RPG machine right here. I've been playing, like I said a few times now, Dragon Quest Monsters, and it's been a fantastic experience. I'm kind of glad I'm not playing it on its original hardware because I don't think it would be as fun. The screen is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's not like an OLED screen or anything. It's just an LCD, but it's a really nice LCD. The colors really pop on it. You've got the option to change the brightness settings on the home screen, and it really looks nice. I haven't gotten into it, but you can go into advanced settings with the emulators, so I'm pretty sure you could apply filters and things like that. I don't care to do that. I don't need to feel like I'm playing it on an actual Game Boy Color. I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks just through emulation alone. Like I mentioned, the buttons are nice and clicky. I like a good clicky button myself, so it feels good in my hands. Sometimes while I'm sitting at my desk during work, I start just pressing the buttons. No game. No, I grab the device and I just start clicking the buttons a little bit, like a little fidget toy. Now, my undiagnosed autism aside, the buttons Another thing that's cool is it's got this kind of simple layout. It's got a slot for an SD card, a micro SD card that is. It's got a little USB-C port for charging, and it's got an aux cord spot. What do you whatever the word is for that, an aux holder, aux cord. Let's see. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. I've seen people online say that they use these kind of retro handheld devices as not only portable gaming devices, but also as like a portable MP3 player. And I think it's just so cool kind of using these devices in a nostalgic way like that. Like, you know, if you're around my age, 26, born in 1998, I'm from the previous century. Yes, I'm a boomer. I'm not actually a boomer. I know I'm not. If I don't say it, somebody's gonna comment, you're not actually a boomer. I know I'm not actually a boomer, but I have achieved UNC status officially. But anyway, if you grew up around the time that I did, you may have also had an iPod Shuffle. I had one of those original teeny tiny, like the square mini ones that were like, had a clip on them so you could like clip it to your belt. Who did that? But the thing could hold like 100 songs at one time. That was it, like 100 songs. And you had to load them from iTunes individually. You had to buy the songs individually. You weren't streaming them. Each one was like $1. But now you could maybe sail the high seas a little bit and get a little collection going of songs, load them up to that device, and just kind of have like a day where maybe you leave your phone at home and you only play games on this thing, and you listen to music on it, and you use it to get around, and you use it as a GPS. I don't know. I don't think it's got that. This is actually my second retro handheld device, and I would say that this is a vastly improved experience over the first one. Let me grab my first one. No, I kind of want to just do a little comparison. So the first ever retro handheld device that I got was a Powkiddy RGB30, and I don't know, something about it just stood out to me. I like the square screen. I like the analog triggers. I don't know, man. And this device kinda sucks, man. It's not really that good. It's for enthusiasts who really don't care about clunkiness. Because this thing is fucking clunky, man. I don't know if I can show you here, but it's got 2 USB-C ports. I don't know what the left one is for, but the right one is the charging one. But if you accidentally plug it into the left one, it won't charge the device. So when you go to use the device, it's not charged! And also, if you try to use any other USB-C cable to charge this thing, except for the standard one that came with it, it doesn't charge! And then it's got 2 micro SD card slots. One of them is for like the BIOS, you know, like the operating system on the device, and then the other one is for like your games and your library and stuff. I don't know why they can't be on the same SD card. Your guess is as good as mine. And the battery life on this thing, terrible. Every time I went to go and use this thing, it was freaking dead. I was having to just keep it plugged in all the time to even use it. Yeah, the operating system was good on it, but nothing to write home about. Now, on the other hand, the Miyoo Mini Plus, this thing's battery life is fantastic. I can leave this thing just on the 30-minute setting where it turns off after 30 minutes, goes to sleep after 30 minutes, and it's totally fine. I've only had to charge this thing like twice since I've gotten it, and that's like over the course of a week. And I've been using it a fair amount. And it doesn't have any of that clunkiness with having 2 USB slots. And I haven't tested it with another USB cord, but I assume it would charge fine. And I'll say it, I thought that I would prefer a horizontal device, kind of like the Nintendo Switch, over a vertical device. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the vertical device just, it feels a little bit better in my hands. I don't know. And as I mentioned, playing it with one hand is just a really comfortable experience. Like, I'm not getting any pain in my hand when I'm playing it like that. None at all. I'll say the sound on this is actually pretty good. The default speaker that comes with it is a bit tinny, so that's not great. But you can buy custom ones. You can buy, you know, ones on, I just bought one on Etsy, hasn't come in yet, but supposedly you can just drop it in. You don't have to do any soldering. You can just drop the thing in, and it's a better speaker. The volume gets shockingly loud on it when you boot up the device. Like, you can turn the volume up. I'll show you. I'll give you a little example here. So here's like, not very loud. This is like lower volume, you know? This is like halfway. We're getting pretty loud. I'm having to speak up a little bit. And here we are at max volume. This is loud, man. I don't know if you're getting this through the mic, but this is really loud. I'm having to speak pretty loudly to talk over this thing. Will I ever use the speaker at that level of loudness? maybe when I'm 86, I don't know. It's just kind of nice to have the option. And with how small this device is too, it's super pocketable. You just throw this thing in your pocket and carry it around with you like a cell phone. Easy peasy. You can take it around the town with you. You can play it a little bit on the bus. You can play it a little bit on the train. Not that people use those forms of transportation where I live. Maybe whip that thing out. Play a little Dragon Quest Monsters. That's the only game I can think of while you're standing in line at the bank. Trust me, you're only gonna get a few dirty looks. I have very few complaints about this device. If any, I can't, nothing even immediately springs to mind. I just super recommend this thing and I really appreciate it. I'm glad I bought it. Again, 30 bucks. What a steal. You can totally get them for around that price point on AliExpress if you're willing to wait a few weeks. You can also get these things on Amazon for a little bit more expensive, but you can also return them very easily if you have any problems with yours. And yeah, you'll get it way quicker. For 1/10 the price of a Nintendo Switch, I mean, dude, like it's a no-brainer. If you're in the market for any of these retro handhelds, I super recommend this one. I can't recommend it enough. Anyway, just kind of wanted to give a little review of this device since I've been playing with it a good amount. Is that Paige? Hello. I'm re-recording my video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi.
My wife.
That's me.
You have anything to say to the people?
Penis.
We're gonna cut that out. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll be back probably like next week with another video or something. Probably something stupid. I'll probably get like 30 dislikes again, like on the Ori and Hollow Knight video. I don't know. I don't regret the clickbait. I'd do it again. See you guys. Bye.